high point for this gathering, the sweetest part for this gathering, the pulnado for this gathering, because in the time you will work for you. Ladies and gentlemen, now we put our hands together for the mayor of the municipality of Freetown.
Chairman, councillors of Freetown City Council, Chief Administrator, Deputy Chief Administrator, all the staff and well-wishers waiting at today, I greet you now all. Today, not a great day. From this morning, I'm not able to stop for smile. I just fixed with a smile. I tell God thank you for way He able to take me through almost 5 years, not quite 5 years, but almost 5 years of service. In May 2017, through a conversation about sanitation, that same day I did in a State House, as the head of the President's delivery team, being a British Council, we may work on Operation Clean Freetown. Now somebody said to me, possibly in the waste management sector, he said, then I see you don't begin by this year so. He said, no stop, you get for run for mayor. I've been laughed that day. I take it like fun. Little did I know that just a few months later, that decision day I will make by God's grace. But having made the decision, because sanitation and climate change, nothing will be sit as a burden in my heart. Nothing way I've been drive like Grafton Road. I see the tick way and court, park the car and cry like baby. For that today, I'm able to move through a process of becoming mayor, serving as mayor, being able for champion Freetown the tree town for plant 1 million trees, we actually plant and they track. For being able, for let's see the talk say, the mommy sanitation and priority, and we know what we don't able to do inside sanitation. I tell God, thank you. So today, we don't do press conference with the media. We don't share the latest one. We just come off the press this morning, the 4-year report, which show all what we don't achieve across Transform Freetown. That one day, the message, when we the in-house, now we achieve. Now that's we able for tell Freetonians and say, now this we don't do. But for this family, we did inside this auditorium, the staff, the councillors, waiting me get for tell Una, now thank you. Thank you for making it possible. Without Una, I'll not be for able for day today with satisfied mind. And they smile because I'm satisfied. And no say we achieve. No to all things we are set out for do of the 19 targets we meet. But we but we go far. And not just about Freetonians, We also do things that we focus on the inside. The mob tax, we see mention. It's critical. I know they come with so much challenge back in 2019, 2020 when we introduced them. But day like today, it increased the revenue potential by over 7 times because we bring in from 37,000 properties. Now we get over 120,000 properties that we books, and we go able for continue for increase them. The recruitment of the Met Police for the first time since 2014. We know say we can look and say, now mixed blessing, but it was a first. And we say that mixed blessing because the Met Police, they get for sure we say that 50 additional manpower will come. We get for see the impact. See, don't call on a name, but the revenue mobilization. We said the admin voice, they say, let me feel the impact of the additional we bring in revenue and in sanitation. Then, of course, council, when rain come, when flood come, when fire come, any disaster, nobody know they call anybody else. So the first side when they go, council. So I'm so glad to say we're able to create for the first time a climate action and disaster management unit so that we get a focused team where they address their challenges. I come in dancing. Last year, on the 11th of March, we all did a dance. The 230-year celebration for getting honor, for being mayor at that time, that moment in history, for celebrate 230 years of the city. I see some man and Puronko, I see some staff, the I don't know. We were all on the street. It was a celebration for remember, and indeed Freetonians remember him. But if today I go, the first staff meeting where we get, the cry where they come out to me clearly, and we don't continue over these years, now been concerning staff salary, staff harmonization, staff transparency. Una no say I try for bring in a process. Una be interviewed, una do survey. We don't work with finance departments, we don't work with BNF. We don't try for ensure say we address this. The 28th of February today, I tell God thank you, say I left here and I'm able to say to you, we don't complete the process. Your February salaries will reflect the salary harmonization. Transparency. So man can yesterday, then they are. Other man can long term, then they under. We don't do the system now where we get clear bands, where we reflect everybody in academic as well as in tenure of study. And now, with the introduction of the performance management system, where all man don't know about. We also get with clocking in, clocking out, so we can manage and look after and make sure the absenteeism reduce. It's all that one day. We able for starting now, make the commitments. Previously, we salary as a council on a monthly basis. Now be 645 million. With this increase, where we don't do, where where we believe say all man go get their own individual notification, but you go also get the band, so you go see for yourself who say you did and why you did it. With that one day, the overall salary per month where we get for the pay don't go from 645 million to 859 million per month. That's an increase of 213 million a month, where we go now towards salary. It also comes with another change. Medical. Some 2 years ago, we bring in medical allowance. But we see, say, the way how the medical they go, not to all man the benefits. Some man all day typhoid, flu, malaria, cold. Then they make sure that medical then don't have. Other man, they don't become if they're not sick. So the thing that we can be even. So what we don't do now, we don't put the medical allowance per person inside the salary. So all man they get them as standard. Nobody no right to get you because it's inside your salary. So with that one day, I want to tell you that say in 2018, now the compound, now the old building, when I tell me say this is now an issue. And not before things say it will take 5 years for solve them. But better late than never. Today we don't address the issue and I left Una in the capable hands of CA and the rest of administration to make sure payments are made. I will sign before I go. For no say it happened. But you know, with every increase in expenditure, you need to get an increase in revenue. Today at the press conference, I take two of we main costs them where we experience as a council and I share them with Freetonians so that they can get a little bit of an understanding of what we do and how we challenge. The first thing I tell them, say 2022, we just passed so. Like every year and like every council, we revenue they come from two major sources. One, the fiscal transfer from government. Two, the own source revenue way we raise. The government's budget last year now be 11.68 billion. But now only 54% now in the council. And you know, say that get for effect that on conditional grants. When I aim get a small role in the play. That so we only get 5.9 from government last year. We own source where we budget. We budget say we go raise 49 billion leons. Government say they go give me 11 billion, then give me 5 point something. We say we go raise 49 billion. We raise 35 billion. Then at 71%. And remember, now we all be here. No, so when we do that presentation, say, council, let we step up or let we step up. If we not raise the money for raise, it will mean say today I don't announce the salary. But August, CA go look FO go look CA, they go say out for pay. Now we all get a responsibility. So let we all play with parts. And the truth of the matter is, within a very challenging economic time, when I look, we extra budgets will be there before. In 2019 extra, I just say I go look till we budget for extra. In 2019, that's the we did at the old building. 171 million leons. 9 million at the budget in 2019. Guess how much we budget for 2022? 2.15 billion. And how much is the budget for 2023? 2.5 billion. Because we did at this building, but in 2022, now 310 EDSA increased their tariff. Increased them by 3 times. So the cost we council get for deal with is high. Can out fuel. You know, say fuel, now we want basic commodity that one day. What we get for use for all activities, any movement, where revenue they want with vehicle, sanitation, not for talk. Generator, not for talk. When we do the budget, when Martin do the budget for 2022, for fuel, for the council, if the budget say we go spend in 2022, 900 million. That's telling you how much we actually spend in 2022. 2.7 billion. 900 million, 2.7 billion. So wait till I tell una this. Because we get a commitment, me get a commitment, even though I left una now, I get a commitment for una welfare. But we know we operate in a vacuum. We operate within a challenging economic situation. Which means, say, as I can always say to council staff, let we all take responsibility for our action. Let we be true to ourselves. And you know, say the hours them, when council for pay you for, you do council work and you do them effectively. Because if you don't do them and you don't do them effectively, when the month done, the money nobody. Because the money now get for cover higher EDSA, higher fuel, and then now with the decision where we don't implement higher salary. And all of this, we get high expectations of Freetonians for letting the city clean, for letting municipal schools them, then get chairs and tables, for letting markets then clean. So many expectations. And the only way it can be done, now if we are determined, say, we are keep our hands on the plow and we all the work hard. On this day, 5 years down the line, I remember my first day in a council. And I want to say to everybody, thank you for the journey. Transform Freetown has been a journey. I want to take a moment for thank the councillors and for recognize Una as the partners. Please, Una, stand up and let me applaud them. Okay, councillors, now I want that we recognize the staff. Staff, Una, stand up. Let me applaud Una. Yeah. Then, I want for them, we recognize the MDU. MDU, when I stand up, let me recognize them. Then, I want to recognize plus one, when I stand up, let me recognize them. Today, the talk no get for Boko. Na short one. My heart is full of joy. It's full of gladness. See trouble. Na for baby. Councillors, right now. The street sweepers, we not to council staff, but we all all the partners. When I hear Bunadea, we certainly recognize them. This morning, I get surprise visits from chair ladies of markets. We come and make a presentation to me. I want to thank you myself. Thank you. For being the mayor, Sawyerr just mentioned remembrance, but we will not do our up, and as Sawyerr said, we don't make we take a minute silence. But let me just also honor the many we start today, we not complete today. Councillor Sawyerr, our councillor, but among the staff, I think say it past 5, where we don't lost. Much more, maybe even 10. I know say we will not do them, but as part of my own, let me do it back. Let me just give a moment silence. May the souls of the faithful departed rest in perfect peace. I feel say this is a part of my joy. Not so by anybody in goodness or in sabi, now God will spare your life. Now simply by in grace. If today at Timapia, with all the challenges, the hurdles, the obstacles, at Timapia today, we all within this room, we day with well body, and we day with unity, with laugh and joke, with smiling and happiness. Let me tell God thank you. Freetown City Council, una go ever, this institution and this time go ever in my hearts. I know say people will ask, is she coming back? And I will say, I am running for mayor of Freetown City Council. I don't explain to the media earlier on say in the party when we day that other thing when we talk about not to symbol and give that by invitation. And if I'm invited, of course I'll be honored. On this, each person in this room, I want to receive from me personally. Take and say, I meet you and I shake your hand, because I'm not able to do it with everybody. But take and say, I meet you and I shake your hand, and I tell you, say, thank you, and may God bless you.
Music.